Hey everyone! Well, it's that time of year again when summer is almost upon us. I can't believe we're almost halfway through the year. But I thought, what things do I like to do during the summer? And I thought there's always something that brings a smile to my face during this time of year. And that's summer gaming. But before we start looking into summer gaming, I think I should dress into something that's a little bit more appropriate for the occasion. Well, I think I'm all ready for summer. I got this new shirt, some binoculars, my sunscreen on, and I got this nice hat. So I think I'm ready to go outside and see what the summer thing's all about. But before we start, I just want to share some of my favorite summer themed areas. When I think about games with a summer aesthetic, I think about Super Mario Sunshine, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, Super Mario Odyssey, and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I think another game that has the whole summer aesthetic is Animal Crossing. All of them, specifically New Leaf and New Horizons. But unfortunately I don't have a physical copy, so this Nook Ink shirt will have to do instead. Alrighty, so our first stop here is Lurelin Village in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. After going in here, talk to the villagers for a little bit, and I find this nice little diving board. I think, wouldn't it be nice if in this game we could dive into the water just like in the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom? Only after a few attempts I finally realized the error of my ways. Yeah, if I really want to do this, I should just pop in Tears of the Kingdom. But you know, it's fun while it lasted. After a few moments, I met this kid named Zuda, and he promised me that he would help me find buried treasure. So I decided to take his offer and follow him. And after just walking and walking, for what seemed a couple good minutes, in the rain, in the snow, in the thunderstorms, we finally made it. But was it worth it in the end? Definitely not. This was a shrine I already did. So yeah, thanks for wasting my time, kid. Anyway, so we headed back to Lurelin Village. But on my way there I realized I have a better mode of transportation than my feet. Time to pull out Master Cycle Zero and see how far I can get. It doesn't look like it does too well in rain, but that's alright. I'll manage somehow. Well, with the town still under rain and thunderstorms, there's not much I can do here, honestly. So before I leave, let's check out this little boat, see if they got anything good for us. By this boat, we finally realize that it's just a small little shop. Nothing too crazy here. Mubs tells us, thanks for coming in on a rainy day. And if we want to, we get some fish. I imagine this is some of the freshest fish in all of Hyrule. Well, our next stop is in Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Today we're going to be looking at Super Mario Sunshine. And I really adore this game. I think this is top tier summer vibes game. And after a lengthy intro sequence where we get some background in the story, we can finally head into Isle Delfino. And what's not to love about here? The music's great, the colors pop. We get some news reports at the bottom. This is what I call paradise. Yep, and here we have some false idol. A false idol of some Pianta god, I guess. What can I say? Piantas have their own way of living. There's a bunch of people just kind of walking around, some wanted posters, everything I would want in a summer vacation. And finally we make our way over and we see Toadsworth and all the other toads. And even here on Isle Delfino, there's so much to explore. But there's one part of Isle Delfino that I love the most, and that's Pina Park. And this time around in Pina Park, we're gonna go to episode 8, Roller Coaster Balloons. So after arriving and trying to take care of these enemies, get all their money, and then we just start talking to some of the people at Pina Park. So this guy has to say, the sunflower was able to keep the child safe and sound. Now the child will grow up. Oh, okay. And then here's my next favorite guy. Hey Sunshades, alone just won't cut it. You also need one of these custom tropical shirts. Here you go. My oh my. Haven't seen anyone look that good in my gear in ages. Come see me again when you want to, okay? And what can I say? We look great. Nice shades and a nice tropical shirt. And here we get to see the main objective at Pina Park. You gotta pop these Bowser Jr. balloons. So after touring and exploring the city a little bit at this Yoshi go round and these Clammy go rounds and the death boats, we finally make our way over to the loading zone for the roller coaster. And we talk to this lady and find our main objective is to use these rockets to pop all the Bowser Jr. water-filled balloons that are floating in the air. And if we win, we get a good prize. And our first attempt didn't go as well as we would have planned. We got close, but in the end, doesn't matter. And as we make around the last corner, we have used this last ditch effort to try to win. But here at Peanut Park, they're kind of brutal. Yeah, we just die for not finishing that. Kind of brutal, but that's alright. Let's jump right back into Peanut Park and see if we can do better a second time. So again, we arrive, click on the 8th episode, and before we can actually start doing anything, we head on over to our favorite guy, Mr. Shades and All. And what can I say, we still look great. And this time, we don't lollygag at the Yoshi go round or the clam go round or the death boats. Head on directly over to the loading platform. And once we get on the roller coaster, we do a lot better this time actually. Being able to pop a couple balloons in a row, popping them sequentially. What can I say, we've learned a lot from our mistakes. That's what we do. And after finally managing to pop all the balloons, we get this nice outro sequence where they put the balloons back, presumably for the next guy who they're going to try to kill. And we did it! Finally get the shine from here. And after trying to jump but accidentally talking to this kid, we finally do a maneuver and bada bing bada boom. We got a shine. So next on our journey is Koholint Island from the Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Today we're going to be looking at the Nintendo Switch remake. This game has some of the most beautiful 3D models out there. And I just love this intro scene, Link on the beach, Marin coming up trying to help Link, and then we transition into this giant egg. I haven't beaten this game, I tried before. And look where my save file took me. It took me to this one puzzle that I've had such a hard time trying to figure out. But it's only until this time that I figured out that these are chess pieces and they move like chess pieces. I think this is a rook. Anyway, with the rook I finally realized that it makes that L shape. So if we want to get it right, we gotta stand in the right position to help it make that L phase. Or that L jump. I know chess people probably have a more technical term for it, so don't hate me. I'm just talking about summer games. And yeah, after getting hit a lot of times and trying to get out of this dungeon, which took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take, finally make it into the outside world. And what can I say about Koholint Island? It's pretty brutal. Like, it's kind of big, but it's not super big compared to newer Zelda games. But even as we go forward, look, there's a Zora here that's trying to kill us. There's a thing that dropped a bomb. And there's something that threw fire at us. And we also have these enemies that are trying to take them down, but they're no match for Link. But also when I think of places I want to visit for the summer, I don't know if I want to be dealing with the possibility of death right in front of me. I'm down to less than 3 hearts. I don't know how I feel about that. Even these things try to kill me. I feel like everything tries to kill me. But we eventually get powered up and are able to walk on over and just go to town on everyone. Yeah, this is the vacation I'm talking about. And after a long while, we finally make it to Mave Village. And I really, really love this song, especially in the remake. It looks like there's a lot to do here too. First there's the item shop, which has this piece of heart gun for 200 rupees. But I don't know if I want to buy that quite yet. Maybe a different time. We can also perform some manual labor by cutting some grass. So that's kind of neat. Reminds me of the good old days, living in rural Utah. And we get to play with Bow Wow, my favorite chain chomp dog hybrid. And I learned this neat trick. And oh look, here's another Cuckoo. So I decided to take him and see how far we can fly together. He looks like a good spot. So let me just cut the grass here, pick him up again. Let's head on over, and that did not work very well. How did he manage to get back up, but I didn't? Oh, and here we have a library. Gotta study, right? But who has time to actually read the books? We just have time to pretend like we read the books. And after that we head on south to Torombo Shores. This is where we first landed on Koholint Island. And what can I say? This beach is dangerous. We got the spiny things, we got these death-eating things, and those are Octoroks for sure that are trying to hit us with rocks. After pushing some things around, we're able to navigate and find these crabs. Unfortunately, these crabs aren't as friendly as the ones in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In that game, you actually pick them up and use them for stuff. Here, they just kind of want to attack you and hurt you, which I really don't appreciate. Can I say, this beach is not for the faint of heart. This is definitely not a beach owner tire on. And also, we have this monkey, and he throws these nuts, pecans. I thought they were gonna explode, but they just kind of hurt you. But this monkey will bother us no more. Just run into the tree and bada bing, bada boom. He's gone again. And there is one resident on the shores. We got Sail, or Sale, or Sal. Sail. I think that's his real name. What can I say? It's a crocodile that talks that's got a nice hat. Next we're heading to Super Mario Odyssey, and it's kind of been a while since I played this game. I made it to the dark side of the moon, so I think I beat the main thing, but there's still a lot left I have to do. And after just letting Mario chill for a quick minute, we head on back to the Odyssey and head on over to Seaside Kingdom and see what's in store for us there. Seaside Kingdom, Bubble Lane. Very nice spot, except for one thing, we're wearing a Christmas hat. Oh, and also, yeah, there's this giant Octorok-like thing that's trying to terrorize all the people. I thought I beat him, but I guess when I was playing through, I totally forgot about him. Yeah, there's all these snail people here. We also got a golden Plessy. Oh, sorry, that's not a Plessy. That's actually a Dory. Thanks for reminding me, ma'am. I never realized that there was this hidden alcove over here, so we're gonna go for that first. And after many, many attempts, we finally make it up there, and now we have to use a Gushin to navigate this entire course. I'm a professional Gushin. I might be slow, but I get there eventually. And what can I say? We made it to the end and grabbed the first power moon here. Treasure chest in a narrow valley. And I honestly thought this was the end of it. I thought there was gonna be a hole down here, but then I realized this is where you're actually supposed to get the next power moon, or I guess the power moon you get for completing the course. And we finally made it out. And now it's our duty to go around and try to take down the Octorok-like thing. But not after trying to attempt the musical notes challenge and losing horribly. We also got to visit the other Dory, the purple Dory. I look like I'm ready for summer, but I still think our outfit from Super Mario Sunshine is better. Get back on the Gushin and try to navigate around to see what we can actually do. And we made it to a checkpoint, but then I realized, oh, we already did this one. And it took me a really long time to finally realize the last ground pound button is. I finally noticed it because I was going after these purple coins. And then I jump up, get the power moon, and then I turn around, and I finally see it. Well, I actually saw the marker for the power moon, and then I realized, oh, that's where the button is. And I go for it, and I fail. Yeah, I just barely missed it. Just barely. So let's try that one more time with this other Gushin. Up, up, and away. And then we got the power moon, the stone pillar seal. So the glass case breaks, and we're able to ground pound the button. But I wasn't paying attention, so I accidentally walked off. And I just kept on walking and going, and going, and going. But I love Mario's swimming animation here. It's really cool. I tried swimming like that once and it did not turn out well. But we got the Gushin, and we're able to ground pound on the final button. And boom! Take that, Octorok. Probably has a real name, but you know, he's like an Octorok to me. And so now starts the chase sequence. So this was not too bad. We just had to use the Gushin to cool down his head. But once we cool down the Octorok, we can ground pound on it. And you just gotta keep on going around and ground pound on him some more. And some more. And some more. And some more. But we finally did it. The last ground pound, we took him down. And he explodes and turns into power moons. I'm just kind of worried. Like, did he have the power moons in him? Is that what's making him angry? Or did like, what caused the explosion and the power moons to appear? I just need answers. And there we go. We got our 3 power moons for defeating that guy. The glass is half full. And with that, we finally get to enjoy the nice, peaceful serenity that is Seaside Kingdom. Reminds me of the Dominican Republic in the evening. See you later, Seaside Kingdom. We'll be back. And the last game we're checking out today is Animal Crossing New Horizons. I love Animal Crossing. It was definitely my pandemic game. I played so much of it during the pandemic, it's kind of insane. Probably over 100 hours, at least. And I kind of play from time to time today, but you know, once life started getting back to normal, and I feel like I didn't need to socialize with virtual animals. So yeah, we're here during the nighttime of 4th of July, and I thought there was going to be an event, but I guess not. Isabel does mention something. The summer fishing tournament will be here this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's the only announcement she had. I honestly thought we celebrated 4th of July in Animal Crossing, but I guess not. And so, let us walk around and enjoy a more serene and peaceful island. I think in terms of places I would want to visit for the summer, this is definitely it. To just replace the animal villagers with some of my actual friends, it'll be a grand old time. First we run to Snooty, who has a flea problem unfortunately, so let's not get too close. And I keep hitting people with my shovel. I don't know why, but that is a very big issue. Next we talk to Rocket, who gives us a gift. Here is a garbage pail. Thank you, Rocket, for giving me this pail of garbage. For that, I will hit you once more with my shovel. What's the shovel for? Outbearing secrets? You know it. Next we walk into the Nook store. See who's in here. Oh look, it's Dom and Timmy and Tommy. Oh sorry, it's Nook's Cranny. Hey Dom, how are you doing? Yo Alex, it's been a while. You haven't been skipping workouts, have you? Remember, fitness is life. You can't skip a single leg day, especially leg day. This is why I love Dom and I keep Dom around in the island, because we're both into working out. Dom is my spirit animal. I give Dom all these eggs from Bunny Day, just because I have a ton of extra. I'm gonna go into the glass casing to see if there's any fireworks I can buy, but I guess not, so I'll just stick with these party poppers. Well, it doesn't look like there's many people here. Since I'm showing off my island, let me give you a mini tour. So you come off Dodo Airlines, and you stop at the Halloween checkpoint, and the first thing everyone sees is the Statue of Liberty. Why the Statue of Liberty? Because we've been colonized by the Americans and they won't let us say otherwise. I know, I can't believe it either. But yeah. And then I hit Nibbles with a shovel. It's just kind of my thing now. If I don't like you, I hit you with a shovel as a warning of like, remember, as quickly as it brought you into this game, I can take you out. But yeah, our island is pretty nice. Lots of sandy area, no octoroks, nothing to kill us. We have a campsite, so that's really nice. Aside from the campsite, we have other houses. I guess we got a bell that goes off. And then there's my house, the creme de la creme here on this island. Oh, I love this house. Looks so nice, so peaceful, so serene. I think I could use this as my wallpaper. And we also have City Hall. Oh, and it's time for us to use our party poppers. Happy 4th of July, everyone. But yeah, what did I learn in this summer journey? Not much, honestly. But I did learn something. If you don't have $300 to spare for round-trip airline tickets to your favorite summer spot, just find your Nintendo Switch, pick up some games, sit back, relax, and see how others view a nice summer gaming area. Well, after playing all those summer games, I finally figured out what was missing. All I needed was this floaty. And with it, I'm ready to go outside and hop in that pool. Well, since the pool is closed, this is the next best thing. Yep, just like swimming in the pool.